Unexpected news happened yesterday. It's fucking awesome. So we know Uprising is coming out in 2 months, but the last two sets, Everfest and Tales of Aria, they did like a 2-week preview season, which it's interesting. I like to have all the content creators do their old videos and stuff like that, and hopefully they have more content creators do videos this season. But what I liked is, last week they did FAB 2.0. I didn't make a video on it. Well, I'll touch base on it a little bit in this one. But the summary of that, I love the direction LSS is going. But let's talk about this real quick because this is fucking awesome. So we got Uprising coming out. LSS froze their homepage. They made this nice little ice background on it. And then with Fab 2.0 a little bit, they're talking about, hey, we want to focus more on storytelling and all that. So right now they're doing a kind of like a spoiler type season right now where they're doing the storytelling and revealing cards at the same time. So yesterday we got this journey into the Forgotten. Really cool. Skim over it. It's got nice art. Storytelling, it's getting there, but it could it can be better. It's not like, top rated writing, but it's definitely fantastic. I enjoy it. I'd rather any storytelling than none. So you got Iyslander. She looks a little bit different than what she was in Everfest. So that's an interesting take. So you got two different young versions of her now. The majestic one from Everfest, and then you have this. And it's got a fox in it. Maybe that's the fox from Channel Lake Frigid. Um, she's going on a journey. You see right here, you get some demons from the Monarch. You got reference to Solana right there. That's really cool. She's fighting I think a Dread Maw or something like that. Uh, anyways, so you have that going on, and then she goes to Volcor, and then you have like they mentioned sabers in here, which is a nice weapon. I love that one. And then they go to Volcor, and they also have Shiyana right here reference. So there's a lot of references in this story. A lot of things going on, right? So Islanders traveling, going to Volcor. You got references to Monarch, and then I don't see it here, but on one of the other pages it shows more previews coming up. Let's see what's going on here though. So we had some cards preview. So we got the adult version of Islander coming out. So that's really exciting. It's the first supplemental hero to be released as an adult so far. So maybe Kasai will get that treatment as well. You get the alternate version of the young version of her. You have the channel Bleak Expanse, which makes it so you cannot draw cards. Your opponent cannot draw cards doing this. I don't know about you or not. It says heroes can't, so it affects you too. But anyways, it stops Runeblade, stops Ninja, it stops anybody from drawing cards. It's pretty good. You got Encase. It's got freeze function that we don't know exactly what it does, but it says you can't do stuff, so that's kind of cool. You got any target right now instead of any hero, so interesting. I wonder if that could target illusions. So that is really cool. And also, I think there was more stuff. Let's go on this page. They have more stuff. They have like 5 days of releases. Yeah, they have In Flames on the 26th, and then they got Uprising 26th as well too. So lots of cool stuff. Lots of Volcor references. Will this take place in Volcor? Who knows? They're doing storytelling. But it's set up a big scene right now. You got the Volcor, Monarch going on, and Arya. So all these areas are going to collide. So I don't know what that means for next set coming out. But what we do know right now is they have ice. That's really cool. I don't know if they're gonna have all the elements or just focus on ice. Nonetheless, though, this is a nice tie back to one I love Wizard. I'm a Katsu player, but I played Kano all the time when I first got into the game. So I'm excited to play Wizard again. The freezing effect, stopping drawing cards, is really effective against Runeblade. That's really cool. So this is fucking awesome. But also when they have cards like this come out, it causes a lot of hype. So let's go check out TCG Player. I'm gonna go to Kraken's. It's called the Kraken's Aether Vein. This card went up from $15 just yesterday for 15 bucks. Go back a little bit further, but 15, $18. Last sold was 37.99. So that's pretty big increase overnight. I happen to be the cheapest price on TCG Player. Let's see what else we got here. I think more sold than what I just have right here. Filter sales. Let's go to cold foil, first edition cold foil. View sales. Okay, for some reason it wasn't shown right there. So modeler card sold for 53.40, not mine. Then you had a bunch sell up to 42.99. Yeah, so this thing got bought out. Disclaimer: when I saw Iyslander yesterday, I went to Channel Shop Fireball, whatever it's called. I don't necessarily condone buying from them, but when something's under value, I always recommend buying from stores that you don't like. So I bought 19 of those from that store the other day. Um, Sometimes it's fun to speculate. It's fun to do it. If you don't care for it, don't do it. You can buy the non-fold version. But I did buy quite a bit of these because I think it's a good card, and I do have some for sale at 50. It happens. Um, I keep most of mine, but sometimes I sell stuff if it goes in value. Storm Striders, I didn't buy this yesterday, so this went to 165 rainbow foil, right? So you got all these right here. Just yet, I mean, yeah, yesterday was the 21st. Okay, so shit, a little more sales. You had a lot of rainbow foil legendary sell. You even had a $1,500 cold foil legendary. And if you look, you had two of them sell. All right, so you had one sold yesterday and one today. Fucking crazy, huh? And then you had all these rainbow foil unlimiteds. It's at 165 right now. That's crazy, isn't it? Fun. So I like the LSS's approach to slow dripping news. It gets people excited about the market. And same thing too when you have these pro tours coming out, you have events coming out. You give people reasons to buy and get excited for cards. It's great. There's only one cold foil left on there. Fable Hobby, great store. But the price they have it at is 3,800. So if you want one on TCG Player, you can buy from Fable Hobby right now. Good guy. Um, but I don't know where the rest of the market is. But the market got cleared up, anything cheap. And then Rainbow Foils, they're all wiped out. There's only 6 left on TCG Player. Again, you can probably find some else somewhere else. But at the same time is these things get bought out. And you also have Channel Lake Frigid yesterday and today. All these getting sold. Let's go to more. Oh my god, look at how many sold right here. All 421. That card was $10 and now it's like, up to 20. Alright, as you see right here, it gets excited. Metacarpus Node. I don't know if people remember this card or not, but let's go over here. 422, 421. Yeah, so you have it sell for about 20 bucks. This is unlimited. I don't know if it's rainbow foil or not, whatever. Yeah, rainbow foil, unlimited. So anyways, you have a bunch of those being sold too. You got a few cold foils left online. Let me check that out. Yeah, you have 6 available to purchase right there. And I forgot to load this up in my search, but the Iyslander cold foil got bought up too. I think the cheapest you can buy it for now is like $50. I forget what it was beforehand, but it just got bought out. So everything Iyslander related or Wizard related is just getting bought out. I didn't go deeper dive into this. I didn't want to spend too much on it, but this is just a highlight of the excitement right there. I mean, there's been a lot of, negative, bearish type news lately, but people who keep saying that are probably impatient. I understand concerns and all that, but the FAB market is very volatile. It's not like hey, we have a million boxes on the market. There's only so much, and as the player base grows, things will get bought up. And all it takes is a small little buyout or a little purchasing right there to make things go up. So as I said, I bought these things off Card Shop Live. All these buyouts yesterday were from other people just getting excited. So this was not me making all these purchases right here. I wish I did. I wouldn't have been mad making all those purchases, but I didn't. But I made the ones on the Card Shop Live, and I bought some from overseas and some overseas. Anyways, I bought as much as I could at $15 because that was such a good price. Anyways, why not, right? So the point is, freaking steal at that point. Now let's go ahead and say there will be a lot more going on with this. Islanders probably the conversation for the next 4 or 5 days. What will Uprising bring? Who the fuck knows? But I got excited with the Shiyana reference, excited with the Volcor reference, excited with the Monarch reference. Can they somehow combine Monarch, Toa, and a new talent? Could there be 3 talents in a set? Like Ice, Shadow, Light, maybe a 4th talent? Who knows? And are we limited to 4 heroes per set, 3 heroes per set? Can they do 5, 6 heroes? I don't know. I mean, it's got to work in draft. It's got to work in sealed. So I don't know how they balance that. I don't know how many cards this next set's going to be. But the thing that got me thinking though was the cold foil slot. You cannot use cold foils in draft. Now, there's some thinking of it's like, oh, okay, so that way you're not, using a really expensive card in draft, and they put it in token slot. But also that had me thinking is like, hey, maybe the cold foil slot might have like a different hero that can't be used in draft, that could maybe be used in constructed or blitz, right? So there's a lot more flexibility with that cold foil slot. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's complete, speculation, and that's what I like to do sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if this cold foil slot has things that help construct it out, but are not tied to blitz or draft and all that stuff. Maybe blitz, but that's that. I'm excited about it. Fucking LSS dropped this out of nowhere. And then, I was traveling last week for Easter, so I didn't do a video on this. But here's my FAB 2.0 take. I've talked about it a lot in my Discord channel, so I'm not going to go too much detail on this. 5.2.0 saying first edition wasn't working, unlimited wasn't working, so let's combine them together. Okay, great. So what I like about that is it prevents stores from wanting to dump product, right? Hopefully that's the case. But what I like about it too is it makes cold foils 3 times more rare, and you also get rainbow foils in the same box. Not gonna go too much deeper into that, but what I like about that though is adding rarity to the cold foil. I think it's gonna help the value of the older first edition boxes, because now cold foils are 3 times more rare, and if you want a higher chance of hitting a cold foil, you have to go back and buy the older products, first edition. So it's a adding scarcity to something that's already scarce. We have Monarch print run numbers, already talked about it. It's 125, 3,000 libraries, fucking rare anyways. And all those people say I'm shilling, well, fuck off. This is my opinion. So I'm okay with it. I'm excited about Flesh and Blood. I play it. I'm going to Pro Tour and all that stuff. So retiring first edition, great, it's gone. Unlimited, fucking's gone. All right, who cares? You got Marvels now, so that way people don't make stupid moves and sell alt arts for super cheap. Cold foil's still there. Got white borders. Will I be buying these? Probably not. But I have let everything. Will I buy white cold foil spring tunic? Yeah, sure, why not? Now people are like, "Oh my God, they're releasing white borders. It's coming out to the United States. We can't. We don't need this. Why are they doing it?" James White is growing international audiences. He printed these in many different languages. You got the black labels coming out as the semi first edition for Europeans, different languages. And I think James White had an interview with Team Covenant saying that these white borders are very limited. We're not going to be flooding the market with them. But if a new store comes on and gets a product, well, Unlimited's out of print, so they need to buy these history packs to supply their store. If people are like, "Oh my God, shut up, wait for the news." The knee-jerk reactions are all over the place. I don't like the Russian news. Don't buy the product if you don't want it. If you need cards for cheap, buy the product. Stop bitching. All right, so black borders right here. What I'm confused about though, it has English under the black border section. So is there a European English or is this different languages? I'm not sure. That's not clear. But if there's a black border foreign English, I'm probably gonna want to get those because it has some like different art treatments and whatnot. The other languages, maybe, but I don't speak the other languages, so all I would care about would be the alt arts. But nonetheless, it's good that those countries are getting their own black labels and history editions. So they're gonna get the um, Welcome to Wrath, Arcane Rising, and Crucible War is History Pack 1, and it looks like they're going to get a History Pack 2 in other languages first, whereas the English one's going to be in 2024. That means the Monarch First Edition, Unlimited, and all those TOAs, those cards are protected until 2024. But what got me excited though is the new set, Uprising, uses ice, which then puts more backward pressure on TOA. So what LSS is doing is still making older cards relevant in current sets. So if you think a card is junk, don't sell it. Hold on to it. It might be relevant in the future. LSS is good about that. More about competitive play, PvE, fucking awesome. We'll see about it. It's gonna be like Dungeons and Dragons. We don't have anything to say about it, so I'm not gonna go into it. But I'm cool with that. Ultimate Pit Fight, they changed it. I haven't played it much. Will I try it? Sure, whatever. But it looks like fun. But I need more rules or more things that get excited. I want like multiplayer stuff, like two-headed dragon type stuff. Commoner, well, I have commons, but if you want to play it cheaply, you got that. But I don't know how much is needed, but some people like to do commoner, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Elo, okay, I like Elo. I'm not a bad player, so if Elo has more relevant to get me into tournaments, great. Am I the best player? No, but I could play well when I try. Banning, skipping that. Weapons. Okay, so living legendary weapons are tied to it. That came out of nowhere. So if some people say I never had concerns, I have a very minor concern, super minor, and I'm not gonna really bitch about it. But the only thing that had me concerned slightly was, hey, you got these weapons tied to heroes. When the hero goes living legendary now, the weapons are now living legendary too. So there's a policy that when a hero gets living legendary, they'll make another hero to replace it. So my thing is like very minor concern. So Anathos is gonna be retired, but will they make another version of Anathos, or will that be playable in the Living Legendary, format they make? So that's not really clear what they're doing with weapons when they're out of zone, when they're like Living Legendary. So am I concerned? No, but do I have unclarity? Yes. So unclarity is like what happens to these. And then maybe like a minor concern is like, okay, well, Centauri Sabers might be banished. That goes with these. You got the cold foils. They got value. How does it affect value of these cold foils when they get banished? My thought is they'll probably just be put into another format instead of banishing the card themselves. So you got Centauri Sabers, Luminaris, all that stuff. It is what it is. I would not mind this guy being banished for selfish reasons. It is so mean. And then you got Iyslander, and she has the Kraken's Aether Vein. That's her weapon. So it's pretty cool. So anyways, they're making a Living Legendary format, but you need more Living Legendary people to do it. So that will happen. And pretty much is my summary is James White wrote a really good article on 2.0. It's really awesome. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about Iyslander. I thought she's gonna be like a one-off hero. They fucking like, hey, by the way, here's more ice stuff for her. So she's actually getting ice wizard cards, elemental wizard actions. Um, so let's just see what happens with her. It's gonna be pretty cool. So you had elemental wizard action and you have ice wizard action. So it seems like, huh? We'll see what happens to that because you got wizard, elemental, and an ice. So we'll see what kind of conventions they have. But hey, that's all I got for today. There'll be a lot more news coming on. I don't think I've ever covered previous season before. I might make reaction videos each day this week just to do it. But I just wanted to make this one video right here because I'm like, holy fuck, this just came out of nowhere. And I haven't talked about 2.0. 2.0 is great. I'm excited about it. People will say, oh, the new set's not collectible now. And oh my god, I can't get my cold foils. Okay, you complain about prices and you complain about this. You say it's your idea, you take credit for it. And when LSS does something, you're like, well, it's my idea, but it's slightly different than my idea, therefore I'm angry. Fuck off. Fucking enjoy the game. I'm excited about this. It's gonna be really cool. So guys, LSS kicking ass. Again, Pro Tours come up in a few weeks, and got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So enjoy the content coming out.